I've been waiting for this moment for 2 years now. Many of the people invested in this company have been waiting even longer than that. Congratulations to everyone that stuck with it and held through. Abaxx Technologies officially owns a stake in the newest fully approved commodity exchange and clearinghouse in the world. For reference, there are only 4 of these on the globe, and this is now the only physically settled commodity futures exchange in Asia outside of China. The only one. What made this official was the press release that we had from the company today. The Monetary Authority of Singapore has provided Abaxx with both their regulated market operator and approved clearinghouse licenses. So Abaxx no longer has any barriers to launching their exchange, and everything's ready to go on the technology front. But Abaxx should be announcing an investor call to go over their launch plans pretty soon here. Ever since Abaxx released that they had completed their equity financing, the markets reacted well, as you can see. The stock is essentially moving up in a straight line. We're up 80% from a few weeks ago, which doesn't last forever, but damn does it feel good. Anyway, we'll move on from that. So what other catalysts do we have on the horizon at this point? Well, of course, there's the actual launch of the exchange and seeing what early contract volumes look like. There's the continuously delayed CBOE uplisting, which would allow larger institutions to start buying stakes in Abaxx, and that's going to be on CBOE's global uplisting platform, so liquidity would get a little bit better at the very least. And Abaxx still has financing they're doing on the exchange level with strategic investors. This should leave Abaxx Technologies, the parent company's ownership in the exchange, at around 80%. The only partner that we likely know will be taking a stake in the exchange so far is the CBOE, which isn't necessarily confirmed, but it's expected. But something interesting to point out is that one of Abaxx's board members, Cyrus Hermanic, has connections at Saudi Aramco, the state-owned oil company of Saudi Arabia, the largest oil and gas company in the world. Cyrus was involved in their IPO, acquisitions with the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, and other deals as well. Abaxx's CEO also just reposted an article from Bloomberg that mentions how Saudi Aramco wants to make more investments in the LNG space. And considering Abaxx is offering LNG futures contracts, maybe there's a connection there. I guess we'll find out soon enough. CEO says they'll name names after all the financing's done. If Aramco is involved as an investor, you bet your ass this is going to be a billion-dollar company down the road, if not larger than that over time. Pardon my bullishness. Now, I'm not advising you to do anything or making guarantees. Do your own research, guys, thanks. But it's important to note that Abaxx has clearly stated their interest in offering 5 commodity futures contracts so far, with more in the works. We have LNG, carbon, nickel, gold, and their newest addition, lithium. At the exchange launch, we'll have LNG, carbon, and nickel. Those will be the primary 3, and others will be brought in later when they're ready to go. And speaking of valuations, another investor in Abaxx, James DeWade, graciously shares his in-depth DCFs with everyone so we don't have to work so hard and make them ourselves. So thank you, James. You can see the projected values of each contract, adding up to a valuation of around $100 to $125 in 2025 to 2026. So that's around a 15 bagger from here, considering the USD price is currently $8. So if you have a long-term view, we're just getting started. You haven't missed anything, assuming Abaxx has significant contract adoption over time. I believe James is assuming that it'll take around 2 years to achieve benchmark status, and a contract being a benchmark means that the majority of the possible addressable market is using the contract that Abaxx provides for a particular commodity. Now, considering market participants are not exactly pleased with what's currently available, and that Abaxx points out that they've worked with over 100 market participants to design their contracts, I would think it's pretty likely they get used, but you never know. Ultimately, how quickly Abaxx grows into a larger valuation will be dictated by how quickly their futures contracts get adopted by the industry. And this is probably not a stock that'll get popular on Wall Street bets, and we're focused on genuine reality over here. So very exciting times ahead, but please don't make any emotional decisions, okay? There's no reason to rush any plans you might have. Congratulations to everyone holding, and thanks for watching.